Bonjour Afolake.
Hello Hanan, hello Robert.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well, are you?
Thank you for being with us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
And we were talking about airplanes just a few moments ago on our grand angle. Well, I hope we're not getting into a plane today.
Yeah, we're not. Well, hopefully maybe pretty soon. After what I talk about.
Mais si on va au Chute Victoria.
Yes, yes.
Donc,
And today,
Well, yeah, still, we're still getting into a plane.
yes, you have to eventually. Well, today I'll be taking us to the southern part of Africa, and it's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. If you're planning on taking a trip to the southern part of Africa, you simply have to witness this mile-long cotton fall of water. It's called Mosionwa Tunya by some tribe, and it's famously known as the Victoria Falls. It's located at the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. Now,
Alors, avant que vous
Well, are they or aren't they the highest waterfalls in the world?
les plus hautes du monde ou pas?
now, facts. It's neither the widest nor the highest waterfall. It's considered as the largest sheet of falling water because of its width of about 5,600 feet, and in height it's about over 100 meters, which makes roughly twice the size of the height, actually, of the famous Niagara Falls in North America. Now, why the name Victoria Falls? It was named after, it was actually named by the Scottish missionary and the famous explorer of Africa, David Livingstone, who named it after Queen Victoria. It was said he discovered this place in 1955 while going on the mission, preaching Christianity across Africa. And it was also said that it's it was an obstacle for him. I don't know in what sense it was an obstacle.
Well,
maybe white crossing,
they
actually.
were saying, he wanted to cross over the borders, and they say he could not do it safely and comfortably like he wanted to. I always have a problem with the people who always say, especially Columbus and the foreigners who are exploring Africa, saying they discovered stuff here.
Well,
well, they were the first people. Maybe they were the
It's
first
not
people from the other or rather industrial world to have seen it. But the people who existed there already knew, and they probably had their names. So I think we really need to check on the grammar
maybe
of
we
discovery.
should, actually. We should. That's a good point there. Well, this incredible amount of water generates a huge amount of sprays that goes about 1,000 feet into the sky and can be seen about 30 miles away. So if you're on the Zambian side of the fall or you're on the Zimbabwean side of the fall, you can always enjoy the magic of Victoria Falls. So I guess that's why it's called the Mosionwa Tunya, the smoke that thunders. Now, if you're just looking for an aquatic getaway, or you're simply a waterfall lover, you have to simply visit this place. You can enjoy the full spray, the noise, the rainbow that is always present all through the year. Though it's advised to go during the wet season when the water levels are high, and then it's at its most impressive. It is said that over 500 million liters of water plummet into the Zambezi River, and yeah, it's quite impressive. Aside, it's true that's why the reason for going to this area would be to go see the falls. But there are other activities you could enjoy while here, like bungee jumping. You could go jet boating, sunset cruises, surfing, kayaking, wildlife viewing, or simply going on elephant rides. Well, that's just a few. But the video you're about to see will show you about 2. It was actually published on YouTube roughly a week ago. It's on 2 cyclists who went bungee jumping strapped to their heavy bikes. They say they want to raise funds for African kids to buy bicycles. Have a look. Oh, that's quite daring.
I don't want to sound biased, but I don't think a Zimbabwean will go bungee jumping with a bike.
C'est très dangereux.
Yeah,
That's very dangerous.
Dangerous.
Well, maybe there's
There was a video earlier of somebody who tried to go bungee jumping and they broke their neck.
I wonder why we don't see such videos.
No, I don't think you'd really find them that available on the internet. Anyway,
Elles le sont.
They're there. They can be found.
J'avais très peur.
Well,
Moi, j'ai toujours voulu faire du saut à l'élastique, mais ça me...
well,
I've always wanted to do that.
I'd love to do it on my bucket list. Well, there are a few things you have to few facts you have to know about Victoria Falls. Now, the fall was hardly visited by people from not until 1905, when the railroad of Bulawayo was created. And since then, Victoria Falls started gaining popularity. And since the end of till the end of the British colonial rules, at the end of the 1960s, the number of tourists started to decrease due to the guerrilla fights. And after Zimbabwe gained its independence, the region was in relative peace, and the new waves of tourists started coming. And then, the end of 1990, over 300,000 people had visited the fall each year. The Victoria Fall is a UNESCO World Heritage, and the citizens of both Zambia and Zimbabwe no longer had a fear of the smoke that thunders. So they were successfully developed both sides of the river. And it's also important to know that the crest of the falls island divide the main flow into several branches. That's just a few things you have to know. And one thing, during flood, there's the water capacity reaches 500,000 litre. It's incredible. Per minute, 500,000 litre of water per minute.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Well, as I always say, even for the people who are going for the Hajj pilgrimage, you must be physically and financially fit. If you want to go to the Victoria Falls, be physically and financially fit, especially if you're not coming from Zambia or Zimbabwe, if you're not a local.
C'est vrai, mais moi j'ai vraiment envie d'y aller.
That's very true. I would really like to go there as well. Thank you very much, Afolake.